Right, hi everybody. Doing an update on how we're getting on with the new pond and a little catch up on the existing pond and how the fish are doing. And also going to do a few shout outs at the end of the video because we were going to buy 2 spin drifters, but they just cost so much money. And then we came across I think it's Budget Koi Keeping, I might be wrong, but I'll put the shout out at the end of the video. He did a review on another type of bottom drain that had the hidden line, so we bought 2 of them and I'll show you them later on in the video as well. Just got back from work, so I'm in my office gear looking all official. And give you an update on how much digging Chris has done. He's had a week off, so he's been busy digging as well. So I'll just let you have a look at the fish and how they're doing. And I forgot last time an update on Ghost, the white carp that kept having all the redness along his body. That's completely gone. Must have been something to do with the weather, or like I said, it was sitting on the bottom because of the dark nights and that, and rubbing itself on underneath, under its belly, under the skin. So other than that, she's now fine as well. Had no spawning, no action from the pond this year, which is a bit strange. But other than that, the water quality is good, the fish are healthy, and obviously we're dead excited about our new pond project. And let's get on with it. See you in a minute. Oh, so here they are, all looking really well. End of July now, so we're well, another month, 6 weeks, and the temperatures will start going down again. I noticed the heat pump, air source heat pump, hasn't come on at all for July, which has been fantastic. Saved us a lot of money. There's Ghost now, looking absolutely fine. No redness. None of them seem to have had any issues with us being away on holiday, not feeding them for 10 days. I just noticed that's new though. Ghost seems to have scratched himself on something. Keep an eye on that, that's new. There's about 5 fish when we go over to the new pond that we will be rehoming, just because they're not to our taste. They haven't grown how we want them to grow. We still seem to have a leak, not as bad, but it is still leaking, hence the trickle in trickle outs on all the time at the minute. This is what Chris has done so far. So the idea is forming as we're digging. There's these plant pots lined. We decided on 2 bottom drains because the pond is quite large in length, being 17 foot. So we're putting the 2 in, and we'll show you the ones that we've now bought for that. It's got a little bit more to do along there. Then you'll level it out, and then obviously the concrete floor, he'll be mixing that up in the mixer and doing that bit by bit as well when he has time. So we've been pretty lucky. We started off this side, this was quite clayey, so that's gone round the back of the fence, and the rest, the topsoil, has been used to refresh the garden at the top here. So we've had no issues with any soil that we need to get rid of, so that's been a plus, as you can see. On the way to work this morning, I ate a couple of my little tiny baby tomatoes. Oh my goodness, they were delicious. No chemicals on them. You forget what a real tomato is meant to taste like when you buy them from the supermarkets. They're so over processed, they don't actually taste of anything. So obviously this planter is going to have to come down. We are debating on whether to put a window along the side for when we sit out. It'll come down to costings, and obviously we're putting a window in the front. We have put this little wooden barrier up for now to stop the grandchildren from getting in and out and help with the dirt, but it also gives you an idea of what the actual pond will look like when the actual wall's in and the window, and how near it is now to the conservatory, and we'll be able to view it from our seating area. And then this one will get disbanded. Chris has drawn some plans up on how he's going to be doing his piping and his filter system, and I'll show you them as well in a minute. We've decided that because we're having 2 bottom drains, we're going to have 2 separate filter systems running on both, because I don't think it's fair. Last time we had two bottom drains in our old pond when it was massive. The one nearest to us just didn't seem to work very well. It was just draining the system. We didn't have enough power basically, so we're going to put them both on separate filter systems. So that's very exciting. So I think it's going to be really nice, and hopefully, never say never, this is our last pond, especially for this house. I mean, for retirement, whether we then move and go into a bungalow, we'll have to start again, but at the minute this will be our forever pond. So we're trying to do it exactly how we want to do it, with the budget we have. So I'll let you look at the plans that he's drawn up, and then I'll let you look at the bottom drains that we've bought, and just a few shout outs like I said at the end. Right, Chris is going to explain his plans. He's laughing because we've gone, I don't know how many retakes we've had to do on this, because then I keep asking questions when he's saying something. So right, we've got them on the floor, and Chris is just going to quickly explain what we think we're probably going to do, but it might change, like all plans and all ponds. They seem to develop as you're going along, so it's not set in stone. Right, go Chris.
Right, so bottom drain nearest to the shed will come out through a 4-inch pipe work, ball valve, into a sieve, into a pump, round to the first backy shower. Then the second sieve will come through the bottom drain, through the sieve, through the 310, back through a 4-inch pipe work about a foot down on the back wall. Then the skimmer will come out the skimmer into a moving bed, through a pump, into the air source heat pump, round and down the first backy shower. So as the heat's coming in that one, the 4-inch pipe work, which will be a foot down, will then push the water around. So that is an overview of it. So bottom drain to the first sieve, round to the backy shower. Second bottom drain, sieve, 310, 4-inch pipe work. Sieve, through the moving bed, skimmer, moving bed, pump, air source heat pump, which will be outside of the shed, round to the first backy shower. So as that heat comes down here, this 4-inch pipe work will then push it around, and then the two air source, the bottom air domes will then circulate the water.
Oh, what are we like? Right, so for all those texts, does that make sense to you? If anyone's got any ideas on how we might improve it, you never know, other people have different ideas, but that's what we've got planned for now. So we'll get back to you and show you our bottom drains. Right, so these are the bottom drains that we went for after watching Budget Koi Keeping. He did a review on his, We had looked at them, but we were hesitant because we couldn't find any reviews online. But it does exactly the same as the Spindrifter, except obviously you're going to have to put a pipe. Chris will have a reinforced pressure pipe with that in it, so it doesn't get crushed by the concrete and that. And that was it. And they were £99 each, whereas Spindrifter was up to 179. The cheapest we found was 176. So for the price of one, we've got two. So we're really pleased with that. So if you want to see the review, go over to Budget Koi Keeping, isn't it, or Budget Keeping? Anyway, at the end I'll list him. He did a really good review on buying one of these, and so that sold it to us. So that was handy. So that's it. Right, so I'm just going to leave you now with a little bit of footage of our koi, and I'm going to type out a few channels that I think you guys might like to follow. If you're a bit addicted like me, I follow so many koi channels, and they're all unique. They all have their own way of doing things. No right or wrong way, is there? Some of us are more camera shy than others. But I do like watching them. It's very entertaining, and it's getting quite big out there now. There's quite a lot of new channels started this year. I know when I started, the first person that gave us support was Devon Koi. He gave us some suggestions and advice, and was just saying welcome and things like that. So I'll put his link to his channel as well. There's so many. You got Twisted Koi, you got Lee Hatfield Koi Soldier, you got the James Koi Whisperer, which is sad because he doesn't seem to do many videos anymore, so I'm sure a lot of us miss his 7 o'clock video on a Sunday. You got Koi Diaries. He's quite funny. He's always scraping his fish or something. So we find him entertaining. I said you've got Budget Koi Keeping. You got the French Connection. I enjoy her just because it's obviously another woman who's in the koi world, and she does most of it herself. She's very clever. So I'll leave you with the fish, and I'll just put a few links while you're watching the fish for you to go and follow these channels. We'll see you next time when we're concreting the base of the new pond.